Maggie.
What we need to do is give her a small bowl of this.
Then when she falls over, instead of her playing dead or tired, she's gonna be hammered.
No, don't give any.
Hi, Tippy.
Don't give any animal something tasty because they'll never leave you alone ever.
Instead of her barking at me to go outside and play, she's gonna bark at me for alcohol. She's gonna become an addict. Is that what happened with Sandy? You gave him some beer and now that's what he wants?
I guess so. I don't.
Cheers.
Welcome, everybody.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. We're in the resident loop.
Yeah. So we're entering uncharted territory
Trying
here.
something totally.
Something totally new. I was in the oh God, what airport was it? Toronto, I guess, airport. And I went to the
You were up in Canada?
I was up in Canada.
Hey, Ozer. How do you
And
do?
I was at the duty-free shop at the airport, and I came across this. It's Sortilege, Sortilège, Canadian whiskey with maple syrup, and I'm like, that sounds really tasty. And I actually had at the airport, I was at a restaurant, and I had their the Sortilège whiskey maple cream syrup. So it's like a liqueur, you have it on ice. But I was like, this might be something just up Cody's wheelhouse. And he was super excited when I brought it home, begging to open it. And I don't think he had the results that he wanted. But I figured we'd go ahead and give this a try. It's only 30%, so it's 60 proof. Just halfway between a whiskey and a liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Canadian whiskey mixed with maple syrup.
Well, and I have to confess, I did have a little sip of it.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like, I have some ideas, but I need to revisit it. So
Yeah, same with me. As you can see, we kind of got into it just after I got home. However, I think that this is going to be something completely different on how we do this.
yeah,
So I bought it. Oh, I don't know how much I bought it for. It was in Canada, and their money's kind of weird. I was going to say Monopoly money, and I probably shouldn't. All you Canadians, I'm sorry.
They're still on the dollar. It's a Canadian dollar, not a euro or a peso
True.
or a pound. It's a dollar.
I was thinking that I bought it right around 20th or so. But I'm messing with my light here. The nearest I can tell, it runs for about $36 for a $7.50.
so can you get it in the States?
I saw that you could buy it at Total Wines & More at $3.75 mil for $36. So that puts it way out of price range for me. I would never spend $36, over $30 for a $3.75. I see that the young man in the front row is raising his hand again. Yes, sir.
When you're saying dollar, is that when you bought it, it was $36 and you paid US dollars? Or
I don't know. I
Canadian
paid with a credit card.
Oh, okay, because the Canadian dollar is in
I haven't
world
checked
market
the
is less
exchange
like
rate lately.
euro.
Okay, so it's $36, $3.75 at Total Wines for $36.
So that's like twice the.
Yeah, that'd be like a $60 for this, and there's no way I would purchase that.
And I've sipped it, and so I don't think I would pay $60.
And I think that might be a mistake. I haven't actually looked for it on the shelf, so next time I'm at Total Wines, I might actually look for it to see if that's legit, because I just can't imagine that. And it might just be because it's an import. It's highly popular in Canada, the whiskey and maple syrups, and Sortilege is the most popular. But we'll see. I loved the whiskey maple cream syrup. on ice, it's kind of like having an Irish cream. On ice, it was really good. And that's probably something to think about when we get to how you're going to drink this. So, not much to tell you. It's Canadian whiskey and maple syrup. So let's go ahead and we will look at the cost already is going to be a 2-barrel. So let's look at aroma.
It doesn't smell bad.
Oh, no. It smells like
And
breakfast whiskey. What could go wrong?
I was thinking
we should buy some bacon whiskey. That's perfect.
I was thinking it was going to be more of a sweet.
Yeah, I don't
smell.
get that.
It
Smells like it's got a pretty good, I would almost say a pleasant smell to it. It's
Now,
not,
I would like for all of you on the camera to notice that aside from the nice kind of golden color, it's probably half the amount that we normally pour, and that's because we've already tried this, and we know that there's going to be a strong sweet factor here.
yeah, and when I tried it, I didn't smell it at all. I just had a little sip of it, but it doesn't smell bad at all.
It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't actually...
doesn't have much of a maple smell.
It doesn't have much of a smell.
Yeah.
It's hard to smell it at all, and it kind of gets more of the alcohol in the liquor than anything else.
It's almost like this has to be a 3 or possibly a 4 because it doesn't have the alcohol smell, but it doesn't have a strong flavor.
No, there's no
ingredient smell. So
it's just very neutral, kind of.
I think
where would
part of the reason why it doesn't smell as much is because it's thicker. It is thicker than a lot of alcohols. It's more viscous. You can tell it more when you taste it than when moving
So
around.
where would we put this on the aroma? Because there is no real aroma to it. So
I'm gonna say pleasant because it's not like
a 5.
Oh,
I'd go mid-tier
no, light.
at that point.
Like a 4.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm thinking because I could put it as a 4.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because it's
not a really strong flavor or smell to
And
it.
I'm surprised that it doesn't smell like
Breakfast, pancakes.
pancakes.
My wife actually wants to try it on pancakes, which surprised me.
Well, I'll tell you after we do the taste. I'll tell you what I said we should try it on.
Yeah. All right, let's go flavor. Wow. That has got a powerful, strong flavor.
Very, very sweet.
Very sweet.
You do get that maple.
a Canadian maple too, because there's a difference between U.S. maples and Canadian maples, because it's more natural when you get stuff from Canada.
This is going to be an extremely difficult sample for us.
It's
because
a rich flavor.
I would have to put it as a 5, rich flavor.
And when you see maple, it's definitely a maple, and it's more real maple than artificial
it tastes
maple.
it tastes really good.
So you would put a 5?
It's a rich flavor.
Okay, so here's... You said it tastes really good. I say it tastes really rich. The flavor is very rich.
Yeah.
So remember that.
It totally tastes like maple syrup.
Okay, bite.
There's no bite whatsoever.
Now I think there's a little bit of a bite.
A little bit, but it's probably still on the smooth scale.
Now I'm going to put mine at a 4. Because it does have a linger.
I don't taste much of a linger.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's smooth. It's totally.
So you're doing 5? Okay. So we got, each of us got a 2 on the cost at $36. We each said 4 on the aroma, which is light. We each said 5 on the flavor, which is rich. And our only variation is I said 4 on the bite. I think it's got a little bit of a bite, a little lingering. So I put it at a mild. You put it as smooth, so that's a 5. So that gives us, let's see, I have 8, 9, 10. I have a 15 out of 20. And you have 10, 14, 15, 16 out of a 20. So you have a true 4. And I have 3 3/4. So I have a 4.
And I have to say, this is like kind of our first liqueur that we've
If you consider a liqueur,
Yeah.
I don't think it's classified.
I don't think it is, but it
a
was
little
like
heavy. So how would you drink this?
this is what I said when I first tried this.
Coffee.
I said over vanilla ice cream.
That would probably be good. A little vanilla ice cream. I'm thinking about an additive to coffee.
Yeah.
I guess somebody wants an additive
To
to coffee.
coffee.
More?
How much you put in?
I put about that much in. You want some more?
No,
I
don't.
I
He's
just
got to
that
take
much.
his dog home. He's gonna be riding his dog home and get pulled over, and the dog's gonna get impounded.
You said he's going to be riding his dog home? I don't think his dog's got a high enough level off the ground for his leg.
No, I think this is really good.
I would try it off coffee. Okay, so here's our thing. We both rated it as a 4. You would eat it over ice cream, drink it with coffee, maybe an additive. They say you should have it over ice. I can totally see that. Have a small tumbler of ice with it. You keep saying good. I don't think I would ever buy this again. Not that it's bad. It's
too
not
rich.
for me.
It's too rich in its sweetness and flavor. It's a good mixer, and if you found something that you liked with the maple flavor, then yeah.
Yeah, and obviously
Especially if
you
it's a
said
little
it's
cheaper
pretty
than
good
we
with
expect.
coffee, right?
It's not bad with coffee.
Not bad.
So,
I think it's price prohibitive, though.
oh, definitely.
So if the price
Well,
turns
unless
out
you
to be
lived in
different,
Canada.
then
Wouldn't
we
it
think.
be cheaper? Yeah, I would think like I would like to try this on ice cream.
I agree
Well,
with
we
that.
have. Okay, so
I was thinking this would be a very good like introduction to somebody who's not really a whiskey person or something, just to kind of like.
oh, I don't know about that because if you introduce,
Well,
us-
maybe an alcohol person or.
okay,
Maybe.
maybe. I want to use this as an introduction to whiskey because
Because it's
then
not indicative
when they
of
get
whiskey.
into some good whiskeys, they'd be like, well, it doesn't taste like that.
It
This
doesn't
is
taste
more
like
of-
maple syrup.
Yeah.
I also think that maple's not for most people because most people don't actually have maple. When you buy maple syrup in the store, it's not really maple syrup.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a maple extract, but I would think that this might actually turn more people off. I don't know.
And I would think this would be a good like after dinner with dessert.
It's a
Okay.
dessert drink, not
Yeah.
a with dinner or a by itself drink.
Yeah.
I don't see myself having this except for maybe since we started the channel, we've got people around and we're like, let's try some of this and also maybe trying it with like on ice cream, maybe pour it on some pound cake or something.
Yeah, my wife has found quite a few liquors that she's enjoyed over ice cream and cake and stuff like that. So yeah, that might be a possibility. But I don't think I would ever buy maple whiskey again. I think this is it.
And the thing
It's just
is,
not for me.
If it
also,
was
I'm not a
cheaper,
big sweet guy. I'm not a
True.
big ice cream guy or a big cake guy. But this, trying it on top of it, would get me to eat the ice cream and the cake because I'd be like, oh, let's try this out.
Is he a big anything guy? He's only like 4'3".
Don't be generous. He's more like 2'4".
2'4".
I'm the biggest hobbit in the Shire. I'm huge.
Okay.
Huge, I tell you.
So, thumbs up,
It's-
thumb down.
I'm gonna give it. I don't know how to do the thumbs up, thumb down. I'm gonna give it like.
Okay, so let's do this. You
I think it's really good.
throw the cost out. Just completely throw the cost out. Would you get it again?
I would not buy this.
Okay. Neither would Maggie,
No, it's really good.
but I would not buy it again.
No,
It was a great And you know, they have Sortilege has an ice wine that I want to try. But if it's maple, I probably won't.
I would like to maybe try to help you
Finish this?
finish this bottle, but I think it should be like a food type thing where we're testing that.
Okay.
We could try it with bacon.
There is the bacon whiskey.
Maple bacon whiskey.
Yeah, I just couldn't
No,
buy it.
not the whiskey.
But if we buy bacon whiskey and
Cook
we have
bacon
maple
with
whiskey,
it.
No.
then why do we need anything
No,
else for breakfast?
cook the bacon and pour this over the bacon and then eat it.
I'm thinking pour that in with the bacon while cooking the bacon.
Or
maple bacon
alcohol and grease at high heat. That'll always be a good thing.
no, or cook the
Turned out
bacon.
well when I did the Dewars and bacon, it made it really good.
Cook the bacon, have this, and dip the bacon in this while you eat the bacon. That would.
Ooh,
Actually, that probably.
I just cannot finish that.
It's
Too.
so rich in its flavor, it's hard to finish. It's a mixer, not as much a drinker.
Yeah, I think the next time I even have any of this, whether it's over ice cream or not, but I might just try it in a little glass.
Well, maybe we
Ice.
should just try it over ice.
Yeah.
Not today, but.
Okay, so make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out the blog, Twitter, and our merch channel, and let's see what we can pull out next
Smash that
time.
like button. Ring that bell.
So remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's no bad whiskey, only good whiskey and better whiskey.
Better whiskey.
Bye.
Laters.
You're so bad at your outros.
Yes. See ya.
Well, we just started it, and I'm like, can't remember what to say.
Really?
Is this episode 24 and you can't remember to say laters?
No, I thought you said there's no bad whiskey, and then I was supposed to. I can't remember what it was.
This is only 30 proof, dude.
It's a sweetness. It might be getting.
Is it accelerating the alcohol of your Hobbit bloodstream?
No, I think it's giving me diabetes.
Bye.
So sweet.